hi. It has been a hot second since I've done a top-down video, so that's fun. I have to remember which way my hands go. Okay, so recently I have been watching some videos, and if I can find the channel name, I'll pop it in here somewhere in here. I've been watching these channels that open like Miniverse and like mystery box type things, like collectibles, and your girl loves trinkets. Like I cannot even begin to express to you how much I love tiny things. You should see my shelves. It's kind of a problem. Anyways, I remembered that I in fact have this miniverse that I got. It's Lord of the Rings themed, and you can make like a sword. I'm pretty sure this one's Sting, unless it's blatantly lying to me, which is a possibility. But it's got like lots of cool packaging. I'll kind of bring it closer to the. Oh wait. Hopefully this is not out of focus. But see, it comes with like a little stand. Don't go out of focus. I'm trying to like keep this in the center. This is hard. Okay, basically, you make a sword, you put it on the stand. Super cool. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd. I'm actually kind of excited about this. It's been sitting in a cabinet in my room, doing nothing. So, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so first up, it kind of looks like there's two layers of plastic here. So I'm gonna open the first one here. Supposedly I can open it here. Feel free to bully my nails down in the comments. I literally just painted them, like, tonight, and they look terrible. I'm so bad at painting my nails, it's not even funny. ASMR! Wow, I'm so good at this. Okay, so, oh, it has a new sticker on it that is stuck to the container. So there's the outer shell. It has shed its exoskeleton. Now we come down to the inner wrapping, which is, I have to, oh my word, it's so hard to stay in the center. Okay, the inner wrapping is also pretty cool. It's got lots of, like, weapons on it and stuff. That's super fun. A unique top. Most of these are, like, pretty plain. Oh, I'm ruining my nails even further. Okay, I know I'm supposed to peel it from over there, but I can't. Come on. There we go. Alright. This is not, it's not gonna be satisfying, is it? Okay, I need a pokey tool. Hold on. Where is it? Where's my pokey tool? I have acquired the sharp tool. Yeah. 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 Okay. Sharp tool acquired. Let me just slide that in there. Okay, I should probably say I have never done a mini brands before, like ever. And so this is ooh. This is super exciting for me. Actually, is this a mini? No, it's not a mini brands, it's a mini verse. They're different. Mini brands is like the food, and then mini verse is like the branded stuff. So like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. MGA's miniverse is different than mini brands. So I need to also try mini brands. But as you can see, I'm removing the outer layer here. And there is a ring here, which is like super, oh my word, look at this. It's got all the like elvish patterns on it. And this like gold foil. Guys, I'm so excited. How do I open this? Oh wait, here, I found a little tab. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, so we remove the ring. That's now like 3 layers of protection here. We've got this little thing on the top, nothing on the bottom. We're gonna pop it open. Oh, okay, wait, okay. So there's a lot going on here. There's this little black thing here with something in it. There's this little teeny tiny hammer. Oh my word. We have a mystery bag with the Lothlorien leaf on it. We've got this little mystery box here. We've got a mystery brown parcel. A bunch of parts for something. This weird little pipe thing. A little book. And some, I assume, instructions. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Near. Okay, kind of move this into the center. Okay, so we've got this and a hammer, and I assume this is like a pipette thingy. I genuinely don't know what this is, actually. Let's kind of open up the instructions here. Oh, this is a lot of reading. That's the wrong side. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so this is resin. No, I need daylight. Guys, it's like midnight. No, wait. Wait, no. Ah. I might have a... Nah, bro. I'm gonna have to finish. This is why I shouldn't. I was so worried about this. I might have a UV flashlight somewhere. I'll have to look. Because the problem is, I'm gonna need to set it. So the instructions are, build your blade following the step-by-step card from your pack. While resin is still wet, insert the hilt at the top to set it along with the blade. Do not overfill your mold to ensure you have enough space to add the hilts. Each pack has unique items. Extra materials are included so you can make more than one blade. Oh! You can make more than one? That's so cool. Once you have your blade prepped, place it in the direct sunlight or UV light on a tray. Set the resin for at least 60 minutes or until resin has hardened. You can now use the official MTA's Miniverse UV light for faster cure, sold separately. Thank you so much for that. Bring the blade back indoors to cool down before touching. Storage and display. Follow the step-by-step cards to assemble the stand. Pieces for the stand can be taken apart when not in use. Pro tips. Demolding. Carefully pull the side walls of the mold to release the blade from the mold, then pull the blade out by the hilt. After shaking the sword molds to evenly distribute the first layer of powder, then without covering the opening, flick the mold to shake off any excess powder. Customizing the blade's sting, alternate powder, add 1 spoon of silver and 1 spoon of blue, and lastly 1 spoon of silver to create an illuminating effect. To increase the blue effect, add more blue powder, applying powder to axes, blah 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 blah. Okay. We'll come back to that. We're gonna set that over here. I love the little hammer. Okay, so I should probably open this little book here. I'm not sure which sword we got. Oh, wait, no. Here it is. We got the white knives. These, I'm pretty sure, are Legolas's swords. So I didn't get Sting. Okay, I was lied to. That's okay. It is completely okay, actually. These are Legolas's blades. So it looks like I mix in the silver, and I kind of shake it around, and then I do the resin, and then I pipe it in, and then I hammer the hilt in, and then... Oh, it's telling me 60 minutes in the sun. I don't know why that's stuck on there. And I do this a couple times because there's 2 blades. So that's a bit much. Oh, this shows you all the ones you can get. So apparently Sting is rare. I'm pretty sure this one is Anduril. And this is the Witch King's, I mean, not the Witch King. This is Sauron's mace, and that one's limited edition apparently. So, of course, they gatekeep the... Oh, no, wait. This is... So, Narseal's right here. So, Anduril... That's either Anduril or Gandalf's blade, which I forget the... No, is Anduril Gandalf's blade? I don't remember. I'm a horrible fan. Yeah, so we got the white knives, which are Legolas's, which is cool. This is cool. I love this. This is such a vibe. Okay. So, we're gonna open this up. This is such nice packaging, too. Like, look at the Leaf of Lorien. So cool. Okay, this is our resin, which it's like in a really cool little bottle. That's fun. I have done UV resin before, so I know that I do have a curing lamp for it. I just don't know where that curing lamp is right now, which is kind of problematic. In this, I'm going to assume this is the mold. So I'm going to open this up. Yeah, this is the mold here. So we'll leave that in there for now. This here, actually not sure what this is. I can make such a cute junk journal page with this. Oh, chat, look at this. It's the powder. Definitely not cocaine. And a little spoon. Look at the tiny spoon. Oh my word, I'm having too much fun with this and I haven't even made it. Okay, and in the little box, the little magic mystery box, we have, I actually don't know why is there hair in my box? I assume this is supposed to be like straw, but it's kind of like hair, and I don't know if I like that. Oh, a teeny tiny map. Yo! Oh my word, I can't. Oh, okay. Forget the hair for a second. Okay, I have an anvil. That's super fun. And, oh, this is a tiny file to file down the edges of the resin. Oh my word, they were cooking. They were cooking, chat. They were cooking. Okay, I'm gonna tuck this map back in there. I'm kind of gonna, like, lay out all my little doodads here. I'm gonna move the instructions. You know, maybe I should try and find my UV lamp before I do all this. I feel like that would be a smart idea. Let me try and find my UV lamp real quick. So I just had to go on a whole journey because my family does not have batteries apparently. So I had to go like scalp a flashlight to just get the stuff for this bad boy. Which, I also have protection because according to the package, it will take 1 to 7 minutes to cure the UV resin. I do not want to go blind. So I brought glasses. Point is, we win. We win, chat. I don't know why I'm calling you chat, you're YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna follow these instructions here to make our little thing. So, the first thing it is telling us to do is to take our mold, like so. It's a very little skinny mold. Okay. It is telling me to do 2 scoops of fine powder. I love this little potion bottle. It's so cutesy. This whole thing is adorable. Oh my word. I can't even, guys. I can't even. Like, I know some people are gonna be like, oh, yeah. Stop calling it cute. It's Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a passionate story full of passion. Yeah, I know. I've watched the films. Okay? I've watched Sam carry Frodo up that mountain. I know how much of a big deal it is. Okay. I'm gonna get a teeny tiny little scoop of powder. Oh, that's kind of a lot of powder. I don't want too much, but I also don't want too little, you know? Okay. There's one. It said I was able to make multiple of these, and... No, I'm getting mica powder everywhere. If all else fails, I do have more mica powder, so... I can do more of this. So, it's saying that I have to shake this... Oh, no. Okay. It's saying that I have to shake this around, so I'm actually going to do this. And then shake it like that. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, legitimately, why is it not going down the tube? Shaky, 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 shaky. Hiya! Hiya! Okay, did it go in there? Yes, it looks as though it has gone in there. And I am now covered in mica powder. Beautiful! Okay, so now what we do is we take this bad boy and what do we do with this? Oh, we remove this cap thingy. And we remove this, question mark? Oh, we unscrew it. We unscrew this. Oh, hello, UV resin. And we screw this on. Okay. And then we put the pipette on top. And then we insert it into the mold. And then squeeze. So, hopefully, this works. It is very hard to slide this down in here, just so everyone is aware. Also, it is very hard to squeeze this in. Also, the UV resin is gray. I think these are all very important things to know. This is not going well. Also, I think there's an air bubble, so I'm just gonna... This is actually way harder than I was led to believe. Get in there. Get back in there. The mold, for one, does not want to stay still. And for two, this stupid little proboscis that I'm supposed to have down inside the sword to squeeze the resin in, I can't even tell if it's filling up. Like, legitimately. I can't tell if that's full. Like, I think it might be. Okay, we're gonna kind of let it settle. Okay. I might have put too much in, but it is very hard to tell. Oh, so it did come with stuff so I can make 2 sets. Okay. So we're supposed to next hammer the blade in this way and put it like this, and then we're supposed to hammer it in, but oh, that's too much. There's too much in there. I need to wipe some of this off. I definitely overfilled it. They definitely give you extra because they anticipate you to fail, which I don't know if that's kindness or if that's just like, oh, look, you dumb, and we made it a little complicated. I don't know, and honestly, which way does this go? This way? This way. And then we're supposed to tap, tap, tap. Okay, the experience is not as fulfilling. Why will it not go in? Tap, 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 tap. The hammer's dumb. The hammer is not necessary. And this is just causing the resin to, like, come out everywhere. Oh my word, someone's shooting fireworks! It's not even 4th of July, that scared me. Okay. I am starting to like this less. Purely for the fact that I do not know if I am doing this right. But, now that this is in there, we are going to hope and pray. Shades up. Alright. And we are going to zap this bad boy for a very long time. So, look away. Look away, everyone. I don't know if the UV light is stronger or if the sun itself is stronger, because it says you have to leave it in the sun for 60 minutes. But this says it can cure stuff in like 1 to 7 minutes, so I really don't know if that's just like a safety thing on their part. I'm always so like scared of UV lights and like looking at them, because I know they're like, you're not supposed to look at them because it's dangerous. Okay, so one thing's for sure, the hammer's useless. The file will not be useless because I can tell you right now I'm going to have to use this thing. The other thing is the anvil is also going to be useless. These are literally just aesthetic pieces. And like on one hand, I'm okay with that, but on the other hand, why are you telling me in the instructions? It's literally in the instructions to hammer it in. It does not hammer in. Yeah. And hopefully these, like, actually turn out okay, but I'm kind of worried they won't. And if I didn't have to hold this light here for a long time, I would be, you know, building the stand. But I'm gonna have to sit here with this light for quite a long time. So, don't know if there's really anything interesting to talk about. You should check out my most recent video. I don't know what that'll be. At the time of me posting this, it'll either be my Fortnite video that I just uploaded or the next video that I'm working on. I haven't decided if I'm going to post this one first or after. And they don't even give you 2 molds. That's another, I'm gonna complain about this a little bit. Like, I think the aesthetics are spot on, okay? The aesthetics are on point, 100% awesome. Fantastic even. Here, I'm gonna cover the light so I can talk and not blind you, okay? So the aesthetics are, like, on point, right? And I'm all in for the aesthetics. But the aesthetics can only do so much, right? Because, like, the aesthetics of all of this is great, but the hammer's useless, the anvil's gonna be useless, you're gonna get UV resin dust everywhere, which is toxic, I assume. So, you know, I assume this is also for adults because they're gonna assume that kids aren't buying this. But even if this is for adults, people who don't have any experience with UV resin, like I have experience with UV resin, and I know that a UV light, if you're somebody who's like, oh, well, I'll just buy a UV light because I do a lot of these, that's gonna be, if you don't know how to, like, do that, that's a little concerning. Also, you're gonna have a UV resin mess, which not everybody knows how to clean up. And in general, I feel like there are improvements to be made. Is it really good for the price? I think these are roughly $10. So $10 for a make-your-own resin creation. Not only that, you can make duplicates of it. And then if you're somebody who does resin regularly, you get a free mold that you can work with. So now I have a sword blade mold that I can use for, I don't know what, but something. Also, all of the packaging is on theme, which is really great. I love when packaging is on theme. Definitely adds to the vibes. I'm gonna kind of... Okay, I think it's still hardening, so we're gonna keep this there. But overall, I think there are some improvements. I have seen some of the other Miniverse Make It stuff, like the Make It Mini series, and they look so cool. Like, I saw, the YouTuber that I was watching open stuff. I'll put it somewhere. Like I said, I'll put it somewhere if I can remember or find the video. But, basically they did some Make It Mini, and they did, like, these potted plants and succulents, and the resin was, like, the water, and then there was also this, like, resin soil stuff that you would put in the pots. And it was so cool. It was so cool, and it was super cute. And then I've also seen, like, cakes and stuff, which is also so cool and so cute. And so, like, I think the potential is there. I just think you have to pick and choose what you make, right? Because, like, doing a cake and the sauce on top is resin, great, awesome, that's super cute, right? That's easy to do, it can look a little sloppy, but this is more complicated. And I don't think a beginner is going to enjoy this, because I've worked with UV resin before. I'm not good at it, by any means, to be clear. But I do lots of arts and crafts, and this is difficult for me, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like it's a walk in the park. I am not walking in the park. It's not easy. Aesthetics are on point. I think this wouldn't necessarily be the best Make It Mini. Either that, or they need to make it way easier. Like, instead of this weird little tube mold that's hard to, like, tap things in, right? Maybe do a flat mold instead. That, you pour it in one half, you harden it slightly, you do the other half, you then close it around the hilt versus doing the pour in. And I'm sure they did lots of testing and stuff, but I feel like maybe a flat mold would be slightly easier in that sense. So, and maybe that's just a me thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think the detail is very good. Like, if you look at the up-close details of, like, the sword, I'm trying to get this in the center of the camera here. If you look at the details of the sword up close, like, that's nice. That's nice. It's really well done stuff. Okay, let me turn this off real quick and kind of feel. Okay. Okay, nope, it's definitely not hardened. Okay. Just pulled the hilts and it was not hardened. Okay. Gonna go back to trying to fix that. Yeah, no, this is not... this is no fun. Like, and you're telling me I have to wait an hour for this? Like, I don't have that kind of patience. Nor do I have the patience to be, like, holding this light here. So I'm kind of gonna just, like, set it on the table. Maximize UV. Okay, and I'm gonna build this stand. Because I can. I'm also going to... while that's cooking in there... Give me 1 second here. Is there supposed to be a little wooden piece to go with that? I'm gonna actually cover this. Give it some UV privacy. Okay. I'm looking at this, and I am confusion. Oh wait, maybe it's like this. Okay. Maybe? Why is it not going together? Is it maybe like this? Oh, there we go. Click, click. I like the little click, that's very satisfying. This is not satisfying. Go on there. Click. And then click. But it looks like there's a... maybe click? Okay, there we go. It looks like there's a piece of, like, wood in between it. Oh wait, this is supposed to be for the little ones, and that's supposed to be for the big ones. Oops. Boom. And then... click and click. What's this piece of wood, though? Or are they all just... is there no... no? So I guess it's literally just that. It just sits I guess like that. Okay, that's another critique. The stand does not have a, like, base. Like, you can move the swords around, which is nice, but it doesn't have, like, a little wooden base. I don't know if that's just because it didn't come with one, or if I was supposed to get one. I don't think so, though, because it would have been in there. Okay, let's rotate the blade. Put it back in its little prison. I should have been doing this the whole time. But see, this is the other problem. Let's say I want to sit down after work and I want to make a quick little craft. Okay, I want to do a quick little craft. And it's like, oh, I have this cute little mini verse that I can do. And it's Lord of the Rings themed. Oh, I can make a fun little weapon. But then it's Legolas's Blades, which is a set of 2. Now, for all of these, it's one sword, okay? It's one blade, which is cool. This specific one I've gotten has 2, and you can make up to 4. Why is that a problem? You now have to wait for the first one to cure before you can make the second one, and they didn't give you 2 molds. So it kind of sucks that you have to wait, because if, for example, if you do not have a UV light like I do, you're going to have to wait an entire hour to make your second blade. So, like, you have to go do your laundry or clean your kitchen or something. I feel like I'm complaining a lot about this. So, depending on what the outcome is, will definitely affect my final review of this. I wish I had gotten one that was a single blade. Not that I have anything against Legolas's Blades. And I do think that the Make It Mini idea is cool. It's like a little craft kit that people will like, and it's a cutesy little item. I think that's super cool. I like the concept. I don't think I'm executing the concept well. This might just all be on me. I'm not gonna lie. It is probably all my fault. And that is okay. That is okay. As long as I can get one blade out of this, it's good. I will be happy. But it's going to take a long time for me to do so. I love how I've just made like a little radioactive chamber to keep my knife in. Let's kind of take him out. And testy. Okay, it still hasn't hardened. Okay. I'm genuinely wondering if there is even enough resin in the thing. Which is something I'm beginning to wonder. Either that or the flashlight is literal garbage. So I'm going to slide this back in here. And then I'm going to use this blade hilt for now. Because I gotta. Okay, and the curve goes away. And slides into here. Okay, we need like a little bit more resin. Not too much, but like a little bit more. And now it like won't stay in because of how much resin is in there. Which I do not have the patience for this. I really genuinely don't. Like, do I have to hold this in place? Okay. That seemed to have took. We're now going to stick it in here. And we're going to leave it for a while. So, I'll come back in a little while. I'm going to go do something else, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Update. I went away, started some laundry, moved some laundry, grabbed a cookie, came back, just checked it. It's still not hardened, and it's been over 5 minutes. So, I'm just gonna let it cook for a while, and hope and pray. And then, I honestly might just have to do the next one outside, and then leave it all day, because that's also something that I'm willing to do. Problem is, it's like 90 degrees or more every day right now, because it's the middle of summer. So I really don't know. I really don't know. So, let's hope this works. Let's hope the light works so I don't have to rely on the sun. Okay, so, update. Just check the blade. Looks like there were some air bubbles that I didn't see in the mold. So I went in and tried to fill some of that in, and I'm gonna let it cook more. Because the bottom seems to have hardened, but the top is not. So, hopefully we can get something out of this. At this point, I do not have much faith. I'm not gonna lie. And it's kind of sad. Like, I wish this was turning out better, but I feel like this is a good review of the product because I'm just a silly little guy and I am not talented with resin. And I'm the average consumer. I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd who's like, oh, I want to make a tiny sword. So I feel like this is a pretty good review on whether or not you should get one of these. So hopefully the sword actually turns out. Alright, so here's the deal. It is almost 2 a.m. in the morning. I have been trying to get this thing to cook for approximately 40 minutes, maybe a little shorter. Alright, I don't know if you can see, probably can't, but there is air bubbles all through this thing. Like, I can't even center it on the camera, that would be great. But there's air bubbles all through this, so I don't think I'm gonna get a completed sword. But I need to go to bed, so we're gonna try and demold whatever's in here and hope for the best. So yeah, there's definitely an air bubble right in the middle of it. Okay. So I want you to, like, look at this. Look at this. Look. It's riddled with holes. I don't think it's fully cooked either. I think there's still a piece of it in the bottom. Doesn't sound like it's cooked. So, I'll be honest with you. This is definitely a fail, and I'm gonna leave it as a fail. Because I'm not waiting any longer on this. I had that thing cooking for so long, and I wish you could see the little details on this bad boy. Because there are little teeny tiny details on it. This has the potential to be something really cool, but I've been here for over an hour trying to make this stupid sword, and it didn't turn out. Like, it's still not cooked. Even after all that. I don't even think it got the shape right. Which kind of sucks. So, honestly, I think I'm gonna call it there, because, like, I genuinely don't know what else to do. At least it came out of the mold. Like, I have something. This is kind of like, I don't want to give up on this, but at the same time, like, what am I supposed to... I'm kind of just annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm annoyed that it didn't work, because I had my hopes set very high. So, I'm gonna be, like, I'm gonna keep this all in. I'm gonna be honest about it, because why would I lie about this? Like, like, I was looking forward to having a nice little sword that I could sand down and make nice and do all this with. I think the sanding tool's cool. I think the little aesthetics, like, that's the thing. It has all the potential to be so cool. And I've seen other Miniverse and Mini Brand stuff, and it's so cool. And I think that's why I'm disappointed, is because this had the potential to be dope. And it's just not dope. I'm instead very disappointed and annoyed. And this mold is terrible. I think this would have been better if you had 2 halves of a mold, you have them flat, you fill each one up, you lay the little handle in one, you cook it for a certain amount of time it tells you to cook, then you fold it in half, put like a dot of resin in between, fold it in half, cook it again, and it would have been better. But this is not great. Cuz I have more experience with resin than the average consumer. It's not a lot of experience with resin, but I still have more experience than the average person with resin. And this is not great. It was so close. It was so close. The aesthetics, the wrappings, the whole vibe is so cool. And I'm sad that it's not. I'm sad that it's not good. Like, what am I supposed to do? Ah yes, my beautiful blade. It's so ugly. It's so, I can't even get it in the stinking center of the camera. Look, it's like a piece of Swiss cheese. I don't even know if you can see it properly on this background. Let me try and, look at that. It's like a piece of Swiss cheese. And, like, the whole point of this little spout thing was to, like, get down in there, in the crevices. Didn't help. So, you know, if you want to get one of these kits, my recommendation would be go in with your hopes not as high as mine were. You get some fun little resin supplies. Use the resin, make your own sword, make your own mold, for crying out loud. The hammer and anvil, cool. The little sandy tube, cool. The little spoon, great. I might use this for my own resin stuff. Mica powder, great, but I already have a whole bag of it that I got off Amazon. The handles, the detail is on point, especially for a product like this. It's mass-produced. The quality of the items you're using, I'm assuming are decent quality, but the output is not great. And comment down below. Maybe I'm just the failure here. Maybe this is my problem. But I'm gonna have to get a different kind of mini brand kit and mini-verse kit and try it out, because I've seen some really cute like plants and cake and like it looks so cute and fun and amazing, and this is not. I think they should have just done the mold differently. I think resin for like water and cake decorating and all that stuff works because you're not putting it in a little enclosed space and hoping it cures. I think that, one, maybe I just need to do it in the sun. Like, comment down below, like I said, would this work better if I stuck it outside? I'm just a little worried about it since it's so hot out. I'm worried maybe like it'll mess with the mold or something. Or maybe this is just how bad it is. I would like to hear other people's opinions in the comments, because if this is just a user error, then maybe I can try it again and it'll work. But I don't know if this is user error. I think this is genuinely just like a flawed product, which I'm, because like, look, I got a tiny little map. I can make a little scrapbook junk journal page out of this. Like, look, it's so cute. It's so, everything about this is so cute and so fun, and I love it. And I love it so much. And I don't get a sword. I'm trying to, like, not be super critical because, like, the concept's great. The concept is phenomenal. Great concept. Poor execution. And once again, it might be user error, which, comment down below. Bully me in the comments that I can't make a silly little kid's craft. It is what it is. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get a sword out of this in the end, but I have a bunch of little other mini things. Maybe in the future I'll try to make my own sword mold and make my own. I don't know, y'all, because like they even have detail in the mold. The mold is detailed. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but they've got little filigree and stuff on the blade like it's supposed to be. That's so stinking cool. Oh my word, I've spent way too long on this and I need to go to bed. I have work in the morning. Like, yeah, no, this is gonna be. The other thing is, like, how much you spend on this. You spend $10 on this, which is, like, pretty good for a craft kit. And you get a lot of really cool, like, themed stuff. Half of it that isn't even, like, important, like the anvil and the hammer. That's not important. Neither is the map and the box. Like, it's all for the vibes, and I appreciate the vibes. But some of it's not necessary. But for $10, I'd say it's worth the $10, but maybe don't spend your $10 on this specific mini-verse. Spend it on, like, a plant or a cake. I'm definitely gonna have to buy one of those kits and see if it works. Also, this stupid UV light from Hildy and Joe, I used to work at Joann's, horrible UV light. 1 to 7 minutes, my left pinky finger, like, like, this has been cooking for over half an hour, and it's still not good. So, I would try and go in and repair this with more resin, but it's really not worth it. I don't know, man. This is like, I hate dogging on a product that's specifically, like, for my genre of nerd. Like, there's only so many Lord of the Rings products that exist, especially in this day and age, since it's not as mainstream as, like, Harry Potter or Star Wars. So, I really want to jump on Lord of the Rings products. Like, my channel name is named after a Lord of the Rings character. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. This is just not it. I feel like this has become just a rant video, and so if you're still here at the end, hi. We vibing. If you've made one of these, please comment down below your experience. I really genuinely want to know if this is just my fault. If you have any tips as well, let me know. That would be great. I would like to have a full sword instead of a Swiss cheese blade. Legolas cannot defend himself with this, okay? Well, I appreciate you all sticking around to this point. This might be a longer video than I ever anticipated. I expected this to be quick, like 10-15 minutes, maybe. But I don't know, man. I might include the whole rant at this point. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. If you like me trying many things, I will try more many things. I feel bad dissing this, but no. Boo. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Don't spend your money on this mini brands kit. I would look at a different one that's more flat surface UV versus mold UV. And if Miniverse ever sees this video, I'm sorry. Make the mold a flat mold. I think that would be so much better for ease of access, because I am an average consumer. In fact, I have more access to resin than the average consumer. So, yeah, no, for all the people who wanted to see a completed sword, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's a failure. I feel like this is just really sad now. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna end this video so I can get ready for bed, because I need to sleep. Definitely gonna try more Miniverse, just not more of these. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Comment down below your thoughts, opinions, a funny little song. Bully me. I don't care at this point. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, night, morning, summer solstice, Christmas. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, I guess.